Hi, good evening. This is Jackie, my Apex Training. Thank you for joining me here on this short video on how to make your own little foam roller. So there's a couple of products that are out in the market, at least. Of course, the familiar, I think this is about 1.5 foot foam roller. It's a nice 6-inch diameter. The only thing I really don't like about this, one of two things, it's very slippery. So if you're using this like on a yoga floor or even gym flooring, it can be a little squirrely trying to keep it where you need it to be. And the other version of it, they have like different knobs on there, different texture knobs, which is great if you're into a little bit of S&M. Maybe you got some really tight fascia and such, but what's really nice about that actually is like the bottom of a shoe where it actually has some traction, so you're not likely to have it slip away from you while you're working on rolling out your quadriceps or your tensor fasciae lata iliotibial band. Okay, so what's my credentials? I'm a physical therapist. I am USC trained earned my master's degree in 1993. I'm also at one point in time ranked 9th in the world in weightlifting, the 75 kilogram class. I'm a level 1 weightlifting coach, certified by Jim Schmidt some time ago. I just love weightlifting. But anyways, let's keep on staying on track here. All right, so the second type of roller, I actually came across this last week. I bought this from my dad. He's 85 years old, going strong. And so I bought this foam roller. It's called Eva foam roller, rolling with it. So I'll put the link down in the YouTube, see if you're interested in it. It's like runs 45 bucks. You can get it like used very lightly for like just under 40. It has a nice cush to it. I'll come up a little bit closer here. All right. So it has, you can see how it kind of it has a little bit of a give, which is nice if you happen to be on the lean side, don't have a lot of tissue, you know. So that way when you're foam rolling, it doesn't feel like you're scraping your back on a boulder. So this might be the way to go. I'm gonna have my father test pilot it. So one of my clients, he is an avid golfer, retired Marine, as well as he was the head track and field coach for a fantastic university. So in the interest of anonymity, that I'm not gonna mention his name. All right, so here we go. So I have a few items here. Household items. This is essentially a large beach towel that I folded into quarters. All right. This is a Schedule 40 PVC pipe. I capped off the ends. I think it was like 1 inch caps, of course. So, you know, something like this is like remnant PVC pipe because I made some weighted sticks with it for weightlifting. So I just put, you know, some color on here just to spiff it up. But you know, you can get maybe scrap PVC pipe at Home Depot, Lowe's, or wherever. It doesn't even have to even be PVC pipe. It could be just something that's firm. All right. This is a little bit longer than we'd like it to be. So essentially, you want to cut a piece that's probably as long as the typical roller. Okay. Of course, yeah, black on black on black. It's kind of hard to see. So this foam roller is about, I think, 18 inches. The stick is just almost about 2 feet. So anyways, so with that said in mind, what you do is you want to take your PVC pipe here or some type of similar item. So, and then you just roll it up, just roll like a big old burrito here. So we're going to roll this up. And you know, when you do this, you don't want the end sticking out, especially, you know, if you're going to be laying on it lengthwise and such. So this is like a, I don't know, like a corn dog or something. So another way you can kind of mitigate this is if you want, you can actually take it and you can roll it in. If your stick happens to be a little bit longer than your towel, you don't want the towel too thin that you actually don't get enough padding on your back, okay? So I'm just offset this roll, all right? So that's what I did with my beach towel around almost a 2 foot long PVC pipe. So I know you guys don't have this typically handy, you know, ask your wife, ask your girlfriend, ask your grandma. Your girlfriend probably won't have something like this, but it's basically knee highs, all right? Things you do with knee highs, they're basically cheapy bungee cords, all right? You'd be hard pressed to find a rubber band that will accommodate. So just like I said, it's super duper easy. You pretty much have all these materials at your house. some nylon, a beach towel. Like I said, it doesn't have to necessarily be a PVC pipe. It could be, you know, a remnant of a wooden dowel for a closet. You know, anything will do. So here you go. Voila! How long did that take, right? Some more time talking than I did making this thing. All right. So with this in mind, what you want to do is I'm going to use my kids, one of my kids' dolls here. I don't even know what his name is, but it's got a smartwatch here, an Apple Watch, although it's in his boxers though. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to use it. So we're going to imagine that we're going to make a foam roller the size that's for this doll here, okay? So imagine that you want to work on, let me get a little closer here. So you want to work on extending your torso. As we get older, we tend to internally rotate, you know, we hunch forward. You know, we're working on the computer, we're hunching forward like this. You're driving, you're engaged, you're talking. Heck, when you're sleeping, you elevate your legs and you put your pillows up, you're practically in a soft seat position all day long, right? And look at golfing, right? What are you doing? You're internally rotating, right? Internally rotating. So what the foam rolling does, it helps you to externally rotate. You want to maintain balance. You don't want to be, you know, front heavy. And you start reaching for things, you know, if you're always like this is how you can go. So if you work on thoracic extension, your torso here, that allows you to get a better reach. So you can imagine, even though, oh, hello, even though you can reach all the way up, right? Anyways, I'm getting over my shoulder surgery here. So imagine if you have a curved back, you know, this is as high as you go. I mean, granted, your arm's next to your ear, but if your trunk is forward flex, that's all you got, right? So if you work on extension, then you have a bit more, right? Okay, let's move these foam roller things out of the way. So anyway, some things that you can do, foam rolling. All right, I'll just call this guy Bill. All right. So a foam roller, you want to put the foam roller, so as you're rolling as you're on your back on the floor and you're rolling up on there and you bring your arms up and back, you want to try to have the foam roller about right there, and you want your arms going over your head as best you can. So as you're foam rolling, right? As you're foam rolling, you want to arch. You want to have your knees bent. This kid has arthritis, so he can't bend his knees here. Okay, so you just use your imagination that he's almost like bridging and he's lifting his buttocks up, and he's basically rolling his upper side. Okay, so what he's doing, he's encouraging this position. Okay, if your foam roller is too big and you're trying to use it in the bed, it'll probably crunch you forward, the position that you're trying to avoid. Another thing you can do that you can work on opening up your chest wall cavity, right, is you can lay the foam roller lengthwise. If you lay it lengthwise here, all right, you can put like a 2-3 pound dumbbell. Remember, 2 pounds, 2-3 pounds close to your body is going to feel like 10-15 pounds away from your body. Okay, so don't go crazy. We're not trying to dislocate your shoulders here. So just start with some light dumbbells, lifting up and back. All right, and so you're laying. So what you're trying to do is you're keeping your buttocks on the foam roller. This is with a long one, the 36-inch one, right? And then you're doing you're elevating. You're like, you want to feel like your chest is lifting and you're stretching your arms back, okay? So those are 2 ways that you can use the foam roller to work on thoracic extension. In layman's term, being able to stand at attention, okay? Not looking like you're looking, you know, you're trying to find a contact lens. So that would be my tip for today. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video and it was very helpful, and we'll go from there. All right, okay, bye.